I'm Jelani Martinez. Today we start with first alert weather. Here is a look at the roads that have been flooded due to heavy rain and thunderstorms earlier this afternoon. It was a quick moving thunderstorm that dumped lots of rain in a span of less than an hour. It started at about 12:20 p.m. on the town sign and then headed west. As it crossed the H1, it dumped about 1.5 inches of rain. And with the intense rains in such a short period of time, our drains were overflowing, with some drainage backing up. As of now, crews have unclogged drains on the H1 eastbound Punahou off-ramp and H1 westbound Vineyard off-ramp. But it has caused traffic and delays with all of the overflowing runoff. And rain has continued in scattered storms across the island. Our chief meteorologist, Jennifer Robbins, has a closer look at the weather into tonight and across all the islands as some flood alerts are in effect. Jen.
And Jelani, this was a fast-moving storm like you're talking about. In a span of only 1 hour, it crossed over the H1, dumping about 1.5 inches, and then it exited really quickly. But you can see mean thunderstorms north of the state and to the south, and now we're seeing a lot of activity over Maui County. So these are sporadic heavy downpours we're tracking. But earlier today, we started off with those blue sunny skies and then some daytime heating. Then after that, these thunderstorms came roaring through, starting off over on the windward side over the mountains. And then you can see as it crossed over, it was coming in at 12:10, intense rates of 1 to 2 to even 3 inches per hour, but at its peak 2.5 inches per hour. And like we're talking about, many areas only saw these downpours in a span of maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes. So the drainage was poor in some of those areas. So it was great that it was cleared just in time, but still seeing some of that backup. Moving west, as it moved west, it did collapse at 2:15. So a fast-moving storm. As we take a closer look what's happening on the satellite radar right now, Maui now under the gun. We're seeing anywhere from 1/2 inch to almost 2.5 inches per hour. I'll take a closer look at your first alert 7-day forecast coming up shortly.
Thank you, Jen.
Now, first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Robbins.
The last several days, we were talking about these first alerts happening on Sunday with potential thunderstorms, and there they are, loud and clear on the satellite image. You could see on the radar, it was lighting up earlier today. We're watching a cluster just north of the state that's approaching yet again the Garden Isle. We saw that mean thunderstorm that came through in a span of only 1 hour, dumping about 1.5 inches, but at its peak rate, it was 2.5 inches per hour. And then going down the island chain now, we have flood advisories for Maui, and we will be seeing some substantial rain and snow on Hawaii Island. But there it is. You can still see over the Ko'olau Mountains some heavy pockets of rain through Hawaii Kai, round the bend towards Waimanalo, seeing plenty of showers. And now the focus will be over the West Maui Mountains. You can see Kihei, much needed rain there, but that is also flood prone. Because of all the runoff we're getting, be careful and don't cross running waters. In fact, just wanted to give you a friendly reminder about that, how powerful water can be. We're talking about the rates right now anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches per hour, and that's why there's flood alerts up there. So never cross rushing water. Only 6 inches can move a person. 1 foot could actually pick up cars, and 2 feet can move SUVs and heavy trucks. So when you see the floods over on Maui, remember, turn around and don't drown. And taking a closer look at what's happening on Hawaii Island, now Kailua Kona, much heavy rain coming through there. We're seeing that banked up against Mauna Loa as well. And because it's going to be sitting on top of the terrain, we could have periods of rain there. And I wouldn't be surprised if a flood advisory will be issued there. We have a winter weather advisory for the summits. And as we take a deeper look at how cold it's going to be on the summits, we'll fall at about 25 to 32 degrees. So these are the kind of snowflakes we're going to have. Thin plates. So that's pretty interesting to see all the different kinds of shapes and snowflakes depending on the temperature on the summit, and it looks like thin plates will be the kind we'll get tonight. So in the red tonight when it comes to those first alerts because of those thunderstorms, but things are really going to simmer down during the overnight hours through tomorrow. We'll be back to trade winds. Notice that we will see the trade winds bring quite a bit of windward and Mauka showers. You'll likely have to switch on those windshield wipers pretty quickly and leave plenty of room behind you and the car in front of you when you're driving over the mountains the next couple of days. Trade winds about 10 to 20 20. And that's the thing we'll notice into the next 7 days. The trade winds really picking up. And you see surf is on its way down, slowly subsiding there. Nice rainbow weather with all of the showers passing over the state. Locally breezy. That will be the first alert for next week for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Notice trade winds will drop off Friday into Saturday. Looks like a breezy Easter on the way for next weekend.
Thank you, Jen.